I've just about finished the book we've been working on in Friendship. And since this is our last day in Friendship, I thought I would do a walkthrough. I used a couple different tools this time. I ended up getting some Posca pens, and I used that for journaling. I used some prefab tags for journaling, and then I used some of the tags I was working last week for Christmas tags. I used some of them to add photos. The other thing I'm going to talk about briefly is flip-flaps, because I used these in the book and I really liked them. And they come in different sizes, and so it doesn't matter if you're using 4x6 pictures or 4x4 or printing two 3x4 pictures. There's a type or size flip-flap that will work for you. So I'll show you those as I go through the book. And the thing I did with the Posca pen is I ended up writing names and titles on black paper before I adhered it. I thought it would be a little neater and I wouldn't wreck the pages up. So if there's anything you like in this album, remember there's a step-by-step guide that will show it to you. So I kept my front page pretty clear, but I added one little golden doodle in the corner with Amelia because I really like that picture. I used the pens and I just put numbers on my tags inside, and then the folders that I made with acrylic, where you can just slide a picture in, slide it in or slide it out, it stays put. I put those on the pages that go inside the pockets. Remember, when you put the pockets back in, you have 3 layers, 2 pieces of acrylic and the cardstock. So you want to put it in carefully so the acrylic does not get bent. Okay, now this page I haven't completely done. I just wanted to show you how I did it. And as I went through the book, I tried to get all the grandchildren with pictures of the dogs or the puppies. And as I said, I put the paint pen on black paper, and I'll be adding those sayings. And the 2 people I missed in this book so far are Grandpa and Milo. And I know I have pictures of them with puppies, so I will find them and add them afterwards. The other thing, that if you put things on black tag, there's lots of room for journaling. And I'm thinking of even adding the kids' handwriting on the back of tags. And if you want more photos, I made the background mats 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, so you could add that if you wanted. So this just goes into the pocket. And I decided to put this little tags on. It says eye to eye and nose to nose. When the kids play with the puppies, it's always quite close and personal. So to attach photos, I just use double-sided tape. And you don't have to, you could use flip-flaps here if you wanted, but I with the number of photos I had room to attach some directly to the pages. And I just centered it. And centered but crooked. Now, just let's make that a little straighter. There we go. And I think this nose to nose sign goes well for little Violet there. So I'll take off the tag. And add a saying. So in the second pocket, I have some photos that are not golden doodles. I have Anastasia, and then I have the parents of the golden doodles there. So didn't have a great picture with Stacy with the puppy, so I put it with her own puppy. One of the last things we did on videos were make fold-out cards. And so I put the ta-da card in the pocket, but I actually attached it to the pocket. And I used those little 2x2s. When I make a 4x4 photo, I put two 2x2s for extra things inside. So that's actually attached to the book, but inside a pocket. It does not have to be attached, it could be just put in the pocket. The other thing you can do is make matte folders. And here I have the same picture I had in the front with Amelia, and there's room for 2 more photos here. And anything that went in pockets I tried to do on black so I could add more to the back if I get more photos. So it's an expandable. And I did some little bit of journaling. One talks about Samson and then about the kids' interaction with puppies. Now this is, for some reason, this inside page caught a little bit, so I trimmed it a little. But, and there's Samson. And we could even add more things. Remember, it's acrylic, and you could add things even inside, and the acrylic will hold it in place. So I do like these big pockets. It gives you room to add things later on. Now here these were patchwork pages, and I directly attached the photos to the page and one journaling jot. And inside that one I have Callie Joe and a picture of me. I'm not quite sure what that face is, but I really like the picture. So Graham's got in her own book here. Now nothing is attached here. They're just extra photos. And again, leaving more room for journaling, either the kids' impressions or my impressions or more photos. Because there's 3/8 inch between each signature, there's plenty of room to add more. Now probably one of my favorite pictures is Kyla with all the puppies, and a couple more with Samson. Now this is where I used, let's see if I can raise this a little bit for the light to get it a little better. This is where I used some flip flaps, and I ended up putting 1, 2, 3, what did I miss? Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures in the place where normally one picture would fit. And that was by using the Close to My Heart 4x4 flip flaps. And when you do that, depending on which orientation you use, you might want to attach with just a little bit of tape inside so that the photos will be in the right position. Because if you put this one upright, then the other picture has to be upside down so it'll show upright when you flip the pages. And this was the same picture I used on one of the tags, one of my favorites, with a little Violet making funny faces at the puppy. And then on the last page, I did a long 4x6. This is not quite 6 inches. So I did a long 4x6, and I just tilted the page and I attached it directly to the page. And here I used the 4x6 flip flaps, and I did a little video with this, I think, and gave me room for 2 photos, but it also has another pocket underneath. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put underneath this, but inside I put that first picture I used with Judah. And this is just an absolutely great picture, and I thought it was a good way to end the book. So this is my Golden Doodle album. I hope you enjoyed making this album with me. I think it would be a great album to do for many, many things, and it's a very easy album. So I'd love to see what you made. And I know Claire Cheville taught this album, and I adapted it by just making the page, the pocket page for the acrylic inside. So that's it for today. Remember, in January I'll be starting up Pieceful Paper Moments, probably Thursday mornings still, and I will put a Zoom link there if you want to join me on Zoom. So good day and God bless.